Okay, welcome to the tutorial on teaching you how to export grades from EasyGrade Pro, as well as setting up for that export. First thing we're going to do is we're going to open up EasyGrade Pro. So you should have that set up here. You'll have your classes listed. Okay, I'm going to use Term 1 Test Class 1 here as my example. What we need to do, the very first thing that we need to do is we need to go to the Student tab and make sure that we have a password set up for our students. The easiest way to do this is to simply click and highlight the student ID passwords. We'll copy it. I do this by pressing Control-C or Edit, Copy. Then just click in that first one there and go Control-V to paste, or under the Edit menu, paste. What that's done is it's transferred all the contents in this column into this column. Don't simply, it won't work if you just click on the top there. You actually have to click and drag to select all these different things. Okay, now that we've done that, we have assigned passwords and the reports will be generated. The next thing that we want to do is go back into our Score tab, make sure all our information is put in the way we want it to, both for this class and for our other classes. Okay, for this example, I've just got the exact same information on all the classes. Okay, we want to make sure that we have all our assignments showing that we want. Okay, and then we've got our grades entered in. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into the File menu and click Email Internet. I'm going to resize that quickly so you can see that in the screen. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is we need to choose an action. This may be set up from the last time you have done it, but what we want to choose is Create Website Reports. When I click on that, a list of options here comes up. You can see in the list that it's saying which classes. I have selected classes for Term 1 only. You can say all classes in Term 1, as well as other options there. That's typically the one in the instruction that says all classes in Term X, X being the term that you want to use. So I'll choose all classes in Term 1. I click on the options, and what it'll do is give me options to work in here. Okay. If I open this first one, include multiple classes in each report, typically that's what we want, classes to include all available. I'll check that so that it includes all the classes. You can go through, and a lot of this you can tailor to your own liking. When it comes to the assignment chart, you want to choose assignments include all, or if you've only got certain assignments showing, you could choose displayed assignments only. I am going to include all in this report. Okay. If you're using it for attendance, etc., you can also customize those options. Display options. One thing that you may want to change is change it from percents and grades to percents only. That way when students get their marks, it will just say you have X percent, not X percent being a B plus, etc. After that, you'll notice on the right here that you have an example of what information is being displayed. Okay. Now this student actually is enrolled multiple times in each class. So you'll notice he has one class there, then text class 2, etc., etc. Okay, as we pass through next, you can see that we'll get all the students' data. Okay. Once everything looks good the way you want it, click Create. It says in the next window you're going to create an index.html file. Just click OK. And what we need to do is we need to actually put that in our H drive. So I've got H. It's remembered my previous settings. I'll go back here just to show you. I've created a folder called Marks. Inside Marks is where I've got all sorts of things in there. This Marks here represents my Online Marks folder. You can call it Online Marks, put your name in it, etc., whatever you want. Just have a folder set aside for that. As I open it up, this is my old data. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new folder here so that I don't write my actual student data. This one I'll call Online Marks, just like I've told you to do in the example. So I'll open that up and I'll click Save. What it's going to do is it's going to replace this file plus a whole bunch of other files into the folder. Okay, now if I minimize that and and I go into my marks folder, I'll see I've got an online marks, which is the new one I just created. The all classes folder, what that does is it houses all the actual mark information. Everything else here is strictly used for running the interface that the students interact with in order to get into the marks. Okay. So at this point, you've got everything set up from your online or from EasyGrade Pro in order to get your marks up and running. This folder is what you would copy into your network place in D2L, which will be covered in another video. If you want to simply test this one out, by all means, go and click on index.html. Let me quickly resize this so you guys can see it at work. Oops. Okay, this is the example of what the students will see. I can type in the student's last name, which happened to be student in the example. And as I type in the password, I now am able to see what they will see once they log in.